Hi everyone, I'm using the Wandering Star Tarot for our reading today. I'll choose 3 cards, read the base of the pack, and I'll also choose 3 from the Destiny pack as well, as it's the first reading of the week. So I'm setting the intention for a reading for the highest and greatest good for the collective or anyone who views this video. There we have 1, the Strength card. 2, the Knight of Swords, and 3, the 5 of Swords. Okay, so we have some challenging energy. So we've got the strengths there, and the strength comes from staying in peace by being gentle. So the cards are bringing the messages through that there may be some. The 5 of Swords is conflict. The Knight of Swords is about movement. It could be conversations, it could be things said to us that really are creating a trigger, things that we may be seeing around us creating triggers. But then we have, this is a major card, and with this card I see Archangel Ariel reminding us of our manifestations, that if we've got these feelings and these thoughts going on, they are contaminating our manifestations, that will manifest the same old patterns and illusions and conflicts. But we have the strength to step out of those conflicts, to change those thoughts, just being gentle, just being kind, just being compassionate. And as we step into alignment with that, we manifest beautiful things in our lives, and that's pure strength. When we're caught up in conflict, because the energies that are now entering the planet, and have been doing, it seems to be getting more intense, and as we are receiving these downloads, we are, this light is shining shadow, it's shining into our shadow, and then we may project it all around us. Lots of karmic energy swirling around, and if we get caught up in it, then we start that karmic relationship, those karmic situations. But we've got the strength to step away from that by choosing to be kind, by choosing to be in alignment with compassion, in alignment with joy, in alignment with all those beautiful feelings and thoughts that we wish to manifest in our lives. These are lower energy, lower frequency that we can plug into, and we can have a good old conflict with somebody showing us something within them that we don't like. But in that judgment, we are arming ourselves. So to take our gaze away and to use our energy, our strength, our vital life force to create on our manifestations and focus on them, not get tangled up in what other people may be doing and the conflicts that are going on, because this energy is bringing those to the surface for us to be able to step out of those karmic cycles. We've got the strength, we've got divine energy, we've got our ancestors guiding us through, our angels and our guides guiding us through this time. And the base of the pack is the Mother Star, who's saying, yes, we can do it. She has a tiger there. She has a tiger with a third eye open. So using our psychic gifts, using our spiritual gifts, connecting with our, our, our guides, doing our self-healing, connecting with the mystic within, using our energy and purifying ourselves and alchemizing so that we can move forward into that new paradigm that we're all creating. And she is there, she has all the suits, she has the cups, she has the wand, she has the sword, the air, and the transformation, the butterfly wings on the tiger. Lots of transformation. As we transform and we let go of the old, we start then to move into this place of beautiful transformation, divine magic. So I'm asking now for a message from the Destiny. There we have letters, things starting to move. Again, the Knight. Lots of movement in these air cards. The Female, Divine Feminine, and obstacles. Okay, so I'm just going to ask for some clarification underneath the letters. Yeah. So whatever conflicts that have been going on, blessings are coming in are shining on those conflicts. So things that have been hidden are going to be shown. And this is not to prove anybody right or wrong. It comes in a divine way of, I understand that now. Yeah, I really see that now. I don't have to hold on to that conflict, because that conflict is only hurting me. So things coming in, bringing blessings, and this is the light shining on the solutions to those conflicts. And then we have a very fast energy here. We have two Knights really shifting. So the energy of Mars is very explosive, very fiery. Being careful that we don't get carried away with our impatience, that we don't get carried away with frustrations and anger, to really remind ourselves, okay, this is what's coming up. And the antidote to all this is meditation, sitting in peace, not rushing and getting worked up about things, not taking things to heart that's coming from another person's pain. So there's lots of fast energy, and this is what Mars will do. It brings that. It's a breath, the first breath. It starts things moving. The air cards are our thoughts. And the Knight here, don't get caught up. Don't let your mind run away with you. Bring it back. And underneath the Strength, we have the Divine Feminine. To use our intuition, to listen to, and we all have the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine within us. So to listen to our intuition, not what other people are saying, what feels right for us. Because other people are us, maybe speaking from our pain and trying to project that onto us or another. So it's around having that strength of staying in that place of authenticity, of being who you are without having to to hide away. Because when we hide away, we create shadows. We go into the shadow. And we have the strength now to own who we are, to be able to make decisions without having to defend ourselves. Because if we're having to defend ourselves, that we're defending another person's shadow. So coming back into the light, connecting with the divine feminine, with this beautiful energy that we're receiving, that's activated, and opening up our spiritual gifts within. And we all have different, there's no competition because we're all so different. So this is the divine feminine coming in. Listen to that, your intuition. Listen to the loving guidance. Our intuition, our guides, our angels will never come through with anything negative, ever. They come through with loving guidance, and that loving guidance gives us strength. It helps us to let go of all the doubts, because there's always confirmation whenever we get a message, whenever we connect with our guides, our angels. There's always confirmation that leaves us in no doubt that they're all around us. And the divine feminine is opening up and coming into alignment and being empowered now. And the mother star, I'm just going to ask for some clarification for underneath the mother star. We have some stress. Okay. So the mother star is saying yes. Listen to your own intuition. There are blocks that are called, there's some stress and grief. But to trust, because we don't see, when we look into a situation and we see, and it starts to stress us, then we go into a place of fear. And it blocks us. Fear paralyzes us. The book is saying, there's things happening, have patience, because this energy with the movement of the planets can really activate an impatience within us, that we should be further along, that we should be doing more, that we are not maybe progressing as we would expect. But again, that's expectation that will only bring disappointment. So this card is saying, don't get stressed. We've got the mother star there saying, yeah, everything, these obstacles are moving. Once you stop looking at them and stop searching for problems, they start to disappear. This is a card of energy is, even though we may not see it, energy is flowing from us and creating a reality in our lives. But this is saying, have patience. Things are happening, things are shifting. And then we have the heart. Again, it's the looking into our hearts, being kind, putting that healing into our hearts with the sadness that we may have been through, with all the challenges and everything our heart's gone through, that we've gone through. Being kind to our hearts. When we are kind to our hearts, we forgive everyone else. Because if we're holding on to unforgiveness, we are not kind to ourselves. We actually start to self-sabotage. So this is really a powerful day. The planets are moving, lots of cosmic energy, frequencies bombarding us, moving and touching and dissolving those layers. And as the closer we get, those layers are hardened. So whatever is coming up, it may feel so real, it may feel so uncomfortable. We might go back into those old scenarios, worst case scenarios, where we maybe have conflict with somebody. Know that that's a deep seated belief within us. It's something that's happened to us in our past, just projecting into our reality. To sit with it, to be kind first and foremost. When we're kind to our heart, we are healthy. When we're angry at ourselves or anyone else, we really hurt ourselves physically. And from this whole reading today, it's if Jupiter is moving into Taurus today, what do we really want to expand in our lives? Do we want to expand love, or do we want to expand problems and stress? It's our choice. It's our choice. And once we come into our heart and really forgive ourselves and everyone else, and that's not condoning what anybody else has done, it's just that we're not carrying it anymore. We're not carrying the heaviness of what has happened to us in our hearts. We are taking the responsibility of doing the healing so that we can move forward lighter without damaging ourselves physically, mentally, emotionally. So powerful week this week to really take some time out. Really take some time out. Go out into nature. Connect and ground. Ground this week. Spend time and go outside with your bare feet, or even hold a piece of wood and connect it to the ground. That will ground us. Having a staff, or that will ground us into the earth. Even if we have shoes on, the wood will ground us. So leaning against a tree, sending our roots down, doing all those things to actually ground us into our bodies, to really feel what's going on inside our bodies, to feel the vulnerableness, to feel the tenderness, to feel all what's going on within us. We are not robots. We are human. And sometimes we become ungrounded because what we have been carrying is so uncomfortable. So we touch it. It's a bit like a splinter in your finger. If you get a splinter in your finger and it's so uncomfortable, it keeps every so often, it keeps hurting and throbbing until it becomes infected and there's fluid all around it. And each time we go to try and move the splinter, we let go because it's too painful. We just leave it. And even if somebody comes to try and help, we start to pull away and push them away. But once we start to really know that this splinter needs to come out now, and we focus on the release of that splinter, and we start to work through, it's painful at first, it's really hurts, and then we get into where the splinter is, and our body helps to flush that intrusion out. Once we open it up and we actually feel that pain and then work through that pain, it's a physical pain. It's the same with our emotions. We hold these emotions and we defend them because they're too painful. So anybody triggers them, anybody triggers them, and then we have a reaction, a painful of push away, I'm sore emotionally, and it will manifest into our physical. So when we start to really look at those intrusions within us, go past the pain. The pain is our fear, and it's illusion, because once we go into it, once we face it, once we shine light there, once we, you know, are not fearful of the pain any longer, because there's such a relief after it, things become really easier. And that's what I just feel, the vision I'm getting is, it's like those intrusions in our emotions that we hold on to, that we defend, that somebody's hurt us, so we are making sure that they hurt as well. And we defend our own pain by doing that, when we realise that whatever is causing us pain in the outside, to go with inside, to see the intrusion within our body and allow light to shine upon those thorns that we have within, that we, from being hurt. And as we let go, that's when we start to really live a life in peace. And these energies, these cosmic energies this week, are giving us the opportunity to do that in a peaceful way. And as we see those intrusions, we get the insights, and the body releases it naturally. So yeah, I'm sending so much love. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening, and thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much. Take care. Thank you. God bless.